Welcome, and let's solve this equation together. When you look at this, it looks tricky, right? But it's just so easy. Now, what kind of equation is this? This is your cubic equation because the highest power of x is 3. And what it means is that we expected to get 3 solutions for this equation. Join me as I teach you how to do that. So we're going to begin with our solution. So this is what we have. X cubed plus x squared is equal to 1/8. First thing is to clear this fraction. So we're going to multiply each part by 8. So to have x cubed multiplied by 8 plus x squared multiplied by 8 is 1/8 multiplied by 8. Now what do you do next? This is over 1. So we are going to have x cubed multiplied by 8 plus x squared multiplied by 8. This can cancel out. We have 1. Now, what do you do at this point? We can rewrite 8 to be 2 times 2 times 2, which is 2 cubed. So this is also the same as x cubed multiplied by 2 cubed plus x squared multiplied by 2 cubed is equal to 1. At this point, what do you do? Remember, for every a to the power of n multiplied by b to the power of n, you see that the powers are the same. Just quickly have it this way. So you observe this. You see these two powers are the same. So we're going to put this in this form. So from there, we are going to have x multiplied by 2 will be raised to power of 3 plus. Now, when you look at this, did you observe that the powers are not the same? And is not obeying this. So we cannot apply this directly. But we need to remember that this 2 to the power of 3, we can rewrite it to have it as 2 to the power of 3, as you know, is 2 multiplied 3 times. So you can also write this as 2, just work with this 2 squared times 2. This will give you back this. So I can rewrite this to have x squared multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 squared is equal to 1. Interesting. Now, what do you do next? So this is giving us x. If you multiply this, it gives you 2x. So we can quickly write 2x is raised to power of 3 plus. Now, let's bring these two together. So we have x squared multiplied 2 squared multiplied 2 is 1. So we are going to have 2x raised to power 3 plus, let's apply the rule here. So x will multiply 2 and it will be raised to power 2 times 2 is equal to 1. And what do you do next? We have 2 to the 2x to the power of 3. Multiply this, it gives you 2x will be raised to power 2 times 2 is equal to 1. And at this point, did you observe that these two are the same? So you can choose to replace. So let's say let 2 to the power of x be y. With this, we are going to reduce this to half. Y cubed plus y squared multiplied by 2 is equal to 1. And this gives us y cubed plus 2y squared is equal to 1. Now, how do you solve this? And if you are a returning viewer, thank you very much for choosing to learn through us. It means a lot. And if you are still new, hit that subscription button. If you find this interesting, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Now, let's keep solving from here to have. Let's take that up. We have y cubed plus 2y squared is equal to 1. Now, what do you do? Now, what you need to do is, can we get numbers, can we get values of y that when we substitute it, it gives us 1? How do you get them? From the factors of 1. So we're using the trial error. So for the factors of 1, you know, is positive 1 and negative 1 only. So let's try for when the y will be 1. So we are going to have 1 cubed plus 2 into 1 squared. Will this be equal to 1? So we have 1 plus this will give us 2. And this is not equal to 1. So y being 1 is not a solution. So what do you do next? Let's try for this. So we're going to have negative 1 cubed plus 2 into negative 1 squared. Negative 1, when you cube a negative, it returns you to negative. When you square negative, it gives you positive. So this is going to give us 2. And this is negative 1 plus 2. And this is equal to 1. So it means that negative 1 is a solution So what do? That will help us to solve. So to answer this, we are going to have y cubed plus 2y squared is equal to, let's replace this with what we have here, which is -1 and 2. So what do? Take this to the left, take this to the left, do also same here. So we have y cubed, this will become +1, this is 2y squared, this is -2, and everything is equal to 0. Remember, this is the same as y cubed plus 1 cubed plus 2y squared minus 2 is equal to 0. These two are together, these two are together. Let's solve this together to have. So from here, we now have y cubed plus 1 cubed plus, we can factor 2 out. So we have 2 into, use 2 to divide this. It gives us y squared. Use it to divide -2, it gives us -1 is equal to 0. Now what do next? This is the same. Just remember, for every a cubed plus b cubed is a plus b into a squared minus ab plus b squared. And this, is the same as having square on the 1. It's the same thing. So for every a squared minus b squared, it is a plus b into a minus b. So let's apply these identities up. So we are going to have, for this, we apply this. So you are going to have y plus 1 into, we are going to have y squared minus, multiply this, you have y multiplies 1 plus our b is 1. So we have 1 squared. That is for this. So for this, what do you have? Bring down this, so we have plus 2. For this, we are going to use this, the sum difference of 2 squares. So to have y plus 1 into y minus 1 is equal to 0. So keep solving from here. This gives us, remember that these two are together as well as these two. Did you observe anything? You observe that y plus 1 is repeated in the 2 parts. So we factor out. And that gives us y plus 1, factor it, open a big bracket. Use this to divide these two. When you do that, you'll be left with this. So that gives us y squared minus, multiply this, you have y. 1 squared gives us 1. Bring down your positive sign. Then use this to divide this 3. If you divide this, it cancels this, you'll be left with 2 into y minus 1 and is equal to 0. Keep solving. This gives us y plus 1 into, simplify, we have y squared minus y plus 1. Use these two to distribute into the brackets. So we have 2y, this will give us -2 is equal to 0. So it means that this y plus 1 into y squared, negative y adds 2y gives us y, and 1 subtract 2 gives us -1 is equal to 0. From this point, we have, remember, if AB is equal to 0, either A is 0 or B is 0. So from here, we are going to now have y plus 1 is equal to 0. To solve this, to remove this, subtract 1 from both sides. And when you do that, y, this goes off, y will give us -1. And this is the first value of y. Now let's go for the second equation. So we're going to have y squared plus y minus 1 is 0. This has led to quadratic. So we're going to use our formula. And to do that, we have it that y is -b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So let's use this formula to solve for the value of y to have. Our a is the coefficient of y squared. Our b is the coefficient of y, which is 1. And c is the constant, which is -1. So plug this here. Our y is equal to negative of 1 plus square root of 1 squared minus 4. Our a is 1 multiplied by -1 divided by 2 times 1. So keep solving. Y is -1 plus or minus square root of 1 squared is 1. If you multiply this, it gives you positive 4 and is divided 2 times 1 is 2. So keep simplifying. Y is negative 1 plus or minus. Add this, it gives you 5 is divided by 2. And this gives us the second and third value of Y. Now we are going to remember the question is on X. So we need to record the statements we made about X to help us to find the values of X. Let's do that together. And for you to have watched through this point, it shows what we do interesting. Don't forget to like this video and share. Thank you, and let's keep doing this to have. So we recall, we said 2x is equal to y. So let's use this to get the value of x. And if 2x is equal to y, it means that x will be equal to y divided by 2. So that's what it means. So what do? When y is equal to negative 1, let's use this equation to get x. So we're going to have x is equal to, our y is negative 1, divide it by 2. So this gives us the first value of x. Now let's also do same for this to get the values of x. When y, the second value of y is negative 1 plus root 5 divided by 2, let's get the x value to have. So we now have, let's use this, x is equal to, y is this, so we have negative 1 plus root 5 over 2 is divided by 2. This is 2 over 1. So solving this, we have x is negative 1 plus root 5 over 2. Change this to multiplication, then reverse this. So we have half. And this gives us x, which is the second value of x, is what? Sorry, this is negative 1. So we have negative 1 plus root 5. When you multiply this by 1, it gives you back. And 2 times 2 will give us 4. So this gives us the second value of x. So we can also have it that from when y, this third value of y is negative 1 minus root 5 over 2. Let's get the value of x. So we now have it that x is equal to the same thing, the difference is just sign. So we can say that our x, which is the third value of x, is negative 1 minus root 5 over 2 divided by 2 over 1. So we have x third value is negative 1 minus this over 2 times do same, so we have half. And that gives us the third value of x is negative 1 minus root 5. Multiply this 2, it gives you 4. So this gives us the third value of x. Now let's bring them together to have. The first value of x is negative half. Then we have it that the second value of x is negative 1 plus root 5 over 4. And then the third value of x is negative 1 minus root 5 over 4. And these three numbers are all real numbers. Now, we are going to only test for this first value of x to see if it gives us, let's plug it at the left side to see if it gives us 1/8. So to verify, we are going to have, this is x, so we are using this. So we have from when x is equal to negative half. So we are going to have negative half raised to power of 3 plus negative half raised to power of 2. Will it be equal to 1/8? Let's simplify. This is the same thing as negative half multiplied 3 times. Okay, so when you multiply negative half 3 times, whatever value it gives us plus this one is multiplied 2 times. So this is what we have. Multiply negative 1 3 times, it gives us negative 1. And this gives us positive 8. Plus this will give us 1, this will give us 4. So to simplify different denominators, we can multiply this by 2 and multiply this by 2 to have the denominator 8. So we have negative 1/8 plus 2/8 Denominators are the same, add the numerators. So -1 add 2 over 8, this will give us 1/8. And that is what we have at the right side. So what it means is that these three values of x we got are correct. You can also try for the second and third value. Let's discuss that in the comments. Thank you very much. If this helps you, don't forget to tell us how much. If you are still new, hit that subscription button. Share this so that the algorithm sends it to more people that need this. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next class. Bye.